Good morning to everyone. This is Dr. Kausar Unnisa, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management. So in this class, we are going to have a discussion on a subject, BCom, that is methods and techniques for business decision. In this, we are going to have discussion on the first unit that is called as number system. So before going to study about different types of numbers, let us we have a brief discussion on how the numbers have came into existence. So this number system is a basic mathematical system composed of various numbers, symbols or figures representing the numbers and certain rules governing operations. Number is nothing but a quantity or a value expressed by a word or symbol. And these numbers are the ideas which are developed gradually with the development of speech and expressions used for communication of the human beings. The development of mathematics began with the practice of counting and with a number system. As civilizations developed, different countries have developed their own systems of counting, but in India, Hindu numerical system has been developed with the characteristic feature of 9 digits with a symbol called zero. And the invention of and use of zero in mathematics is a revolution which opened the doors of development in mathematics. So the session out the learning outcome of this first unit is the objective of this lesson is to describe the students on various numbers like binary system, binary, decimal, etc. And the session outcomes are so we are going to study about the meaning of number as well as different types of number system. So let us we go for what do you mean by a number system? We know that number system is a basic mathematical system which composed of various numbers. A number is nothing but a quantity or value expressed by a word or symbol. And these numbers are the ideas which are developed gradually with the development of speech and expressions used for communication. So let us go for different types of number. So let us have the first type of number that is called as natural number. What is a natural number? The set of all counting numbers are called as natural numbers. It is denoted by the letter n. So in simple, the counting numbers are called as the natural numbers. So we can able to have an example that is n equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinite or till there will be no end. So such kind of numbers are called as natural numbers. The counting numbers are called as natural numbers. Let us will go for the second type of number that is called as positive numbers. Positive numbers are nothing but the numbers which are greater than 0 are called as positive number, or the number which indicates with the plus sign is also called as positive number, or all natural numbers of the positive integers are called as positive number. So let us will go what do you mean by negative number? So the numbers which are less than 0 are called as negative numbers, or the number which indicates with minus sign is also called as negative number. So for example, we can able to write that as minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, all these are all called as negative number. Then what do you mean by an integer? So integer is nothing but a set of all positive numbers, all negative numbers, including 0 are called as integer. It is denoted by a capital letter I or so let us go what we mean by an even number, a number which can be divisible by 2 completely without any remainder are called as even number. Or the numbers which are multiples of 2 are also called as the even number. So example, we can able to write it as 2, 4, 16, 10, 12. So these are all called as even numbers. What do you mean by an odd number? So odd numbers are nothing but the numbers which are not divisible by 2. If it is divisible by 2, they are called as even numbers. If it is not divisible by 2, they are called as odd numbers. So the numbers which are not wholly divisible by 2, they are called as odd numbers, or the numbers which do not have 2 as a factor, they are also called as the odd numbers. For example, it is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So let us go for the next type of number that is called as prime number. This prime number we are denoting with a letter that is called as P. A prime number is nothing but the number which is divisible by one and itself or not by any other number. So such kind of numbers are called as prime numbers, or numbers which have only two factors, one and the number itself. So such kind of numbers are called as prime numbers. It is denoted by P. So So example, we can able to write as p is equals to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 1 is an integer. So it is a prime factor. So we have not considered it as a prime number. So the next type of number that is called as composite number. So composite numbers means the numbers which are other than prime, which are not prime numbers. The numbers which are not all prime numbers, the left of all prime numbers are called as the composite numbers, or the numbers which are more than two factors are also known as composite number. For example, when we are going to write prime, that is 2, 3, 5, 7. So the left of numbers will be 4, 6, 8, 9. So these are all called as the composite numbers. And the next type of numbers are called as rational numbers. So rational numbers are being denoted with the letter that is called as Q. The number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p is an integer and q is an integer not equal to 0, where p is not equal to 0 is called as a rational number. The number which are expressed in the form of a fraction or which are expressed in the form of p by q, they are called as a rational numbers where q should not be equal to 0. So such kind of numbers are called as the rational numbers. We can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 5. All these are all called as rational numbers. So next opposite to that they are called as irrational numbers. The numbers which are opposite to rational they are called as irrational numbers, or the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q where q is not equal to 0 they are called as irrational numbers, or the numbers cannot be expressed either as terminating decimal or a recurring decimal. Such kind of numbers are called as irrational numbers. And the next type is called imaginary numbers. So imaginary numbers are nothing but the square roots of negative numbers are called as imaginary. They are also called as non-real numbers. So an imaginary is a number then when squared has a negative result. So such kind of numbers are called as imaginary numbers. The next type is called as real numbers. The set of all rational and irrational numbers is termed as a real number and it is denoted by a capital letter R. So where R is equals to minus 2, 0, 1, 1 by 2, 2.5, all these are all called as real numbers. And the next thing is called as the factors. The factors are nothing but the number which divides a given number completely without any reminder. They are called as the factors. The next is terminating decimal. So when rational numbers are expressed as decimal fractions where the number of decimal places are fixed. If you are going to divide the number, so if we are getting the decimal places are definite or a fixed numbers or where the decimal places of the numbers are definite or fixed. So such kind of numbers are called as terminating decimal. For example, we can able to see here 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5, 1 by 8 is nothing but 0.125. These are all called as terminating decimals. Let us will come to the last that is called as non-terminating decimals. So what do you mean by non-terminating means when the rational numbers are expressed as decimal fractions where the number of decimal places are not definite, they are called as non-terminating decimals. Means it is recurring in nature where the decimal fractions places are recurring in nature. So such kind are called as non-terminating decimals. For example, 1 by 2 is going to divide. So we are getting that is 0.333. So we are going to divide 20 by 2 we will get 6.666. So such kind of numbers are called as non-terminating. So let us see this question which is going to be asked for 2 marks. So which of the following is a natural number? So here some of the numbers are given 1 minus 8, 43,002 minus 108, 4 by 6, 8 by 2, 81 by 27. Among these we have to select if it is a fraction we are getting exact then also it is called as a natural number. So we can able to check out all the positive numbers. 1 is a positive. If you are going to get nothing but counting numbers 43,003 and 4 by 6 again we get fraction 2 3s are 2 3s are 8 by 2 is nothing but 4. So we are going to consider that also 8 by 2, 81 by 27 also, 27 3 by 81 will be the so that also will be considered as a natural number. And the next here they are given some of the numbers, so they are given to classify. So what are all the natural numbers, what are irrational numbers, what are real numbers? Let us will see here. Natural numbers which are belonging to the group among these numbers that is called as 5, 9, 2, 48. Rational numbers which are in the form of fraction as well as 4. That is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 4, 5, 9, 2, 48, minus 8, minus 11 0 by 8. Then integers means and it is -1, both rational, irrational, and includes 0, they are also called as integers. Just we have to imagine the meaning, then what all the numbers is going to be considered, that has to be factored according to the groups what they have given. It is integers are nothing but among these, that is -1 group 64, 5, 9, 2, 48, -8, -1, 0 by 8. Irrational are nothing but root 2 by 2, 2 by root 7 minus root 2, root 23. Real numbers are all called as real numbers. Okay, we'll go for the next question. So they are going to convert into 3 by 3 form 2.3. How to write means you ask a point how many numbers are there, so many zeros along with one has to be written in the denominator. So we can able to write very easily that is 23 by 10 because point is unit step. So 3.413 means 3 zeros along with one we are able to write it here, which has to be converted into fraction, which is 3,413 divided by 1000. So 0.023 can also be written as 23 because before number, if zeros are there, it will not be counted. But for considering the denominator places, it has to be considered as the point unit and context, that is two zeros, three zeros here, two zeros along with the uh, 23 divided by 1000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 zeros along with 1, that is 34 by 1 lakh. Here 132.46, that becomes 1000, 13,246 divided by. So let us here some of the group of numbers is given. We should consider which is not a natural number. So 16 minus 4 minus 6 square is there, which is not a natural number. There we are not going to count. We are not counting those numbers. They are called as the natural numbers. Let us see here, they are given to write what are all the prime numbers between 1 to 20. You know that prime numbers are nothing but are divisible by 1 and itself. So all those prime numbers which starts from 1 end of 20, we should keep on writing 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 are the prime numbers which are coming in the group of 1 to 20. And similarly, also given the same question but with the different values 50 to 100. So among these, we have to write what are the prime numbers which start from 50 and with the 100. 53, 59, 61, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 91, and 97. These are all the prime numbers from 50 to 100. Let us will go what are the odd numbers between 125 to 150. So we know odd numbers means they are not divisible by 2. So start from 125, end at 150. The numbers are 125, 127, 129, 131, 133, 135, 139, 141, 143, 145, 147, and 140. Then we also given to write the odd numbers. So and the next one will be 27 by 7 they have given. We should write it in the form of non-terminating decimals. So 27 by 7, 3.85. After dividing it, what are all the values we get which are in recurring in nature? That answer has to be written here. 1 by 3 is nothing but 0.33, 20 by 3 is nothing but 0.6. So here we are given to express 3 by 2 or 1 by 8 and 1 by 2 as terminating decimal. Means we have to just divide and write the answer. 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5, 1 by 8 is nothing but 0.125, 1 by 2 is nothing but 0. So here are some of the MCQ questions that you people need to be asked and you have to answer it. So the product of the rational and the irrational number among the four you have to select only one. Then you can able to check it and ask. So second question is root 9 is a what type of number? Third one, every rational number is what? And the fourth one is the sum of first five prime numbers. And the next one, last is each of the following is a prime number. Here you can able to check the MCQ answer. So with this, we are going to end the session.